Who's that? Scout? You see a doggy? Yeah, doggy's walking by. Good job, Scout. Good boy. Good boy.
Now that that's over with,
Guys, I gotta show you something. Check this YouTube channel out. Oh, squeak, squeak. Stepped on a toy. Sorry about that crazy refresh. Tech Minds. He is working on some kind of spider beam antenna there. And at first I thought he was a CBer, but he's a ham radio operator too. And I watched a video a minute ago wherein he assembled and tested a delta loop, a vertical delta loop. Guys, I got to talk about some QRP stuff. Now, bear with me, okay? Hang on. See, guys, these are my RF power attenuators. The one I've got connected is a 20 dB reduction in RF power. This one's a 10 dB reduction. And I've designed them so that 10 watts in gives me 1/10 of a watt out. With that one, 1 watt in gives me 10 watts in gives me 1 watt out. So 1 watt out, 1/10 of a watt out. And I want to show you something. Hang on. So this is a schematic for the attenuator. There's only 3 resistors, and I made a big error. I made a big assumption. I bought 5-watt resistors. Now I want this thing to accept 10 watts in and give me 1/10 of a watt out. So that means this resistor network has to dissipate 9.9 watts. I bought 5-watt resistors thinking that the power would be dissipated somewhat equally between the 3 resistors. Yeah, it's not the case. This first resistor dissipates the vast majority of the power. And when I'm applying 10 watts to this thing and calling CQ for a little while, oh boy, this resistor cooks. It smells hot. So I haven't been doing too much calling CQ. Remember, you're going to be doing a lot of calling CQ before anyone answers you at the 100 milliwatt level. Right? But I did try a little bit, and I was shocked what I found. Hang on. So I had just connected my keyer, and I programmed it for the CQ that I want to send. And I had the rig on, and it was on 10 meters, but it was tuned to the sideband portion of the band. And I wondered, man, can I actually be heard on single sideband with 100 milliwatts? And so check it out. I decided to do an RBN test, And I went back to the, oh no, hang on. Yeah, stupid Moore pattern. So I went back to the CW portion of 10 meters, and I tossed out a test, DEN8NK, N8NK. I did that several times. And I got these 2 guys. These 2 skimmers reported me, and it's not very far away, Yeah, look at the next image. I decided to take a look at the signal strengths, and distance is only 300 miles, right? 1 dB and 10 dB. And I started thinking, 10 dB though, to Quebec, he could have heard me, right? And so what did I do? I went back to the phone portion of the band, and I started tuning around. And you know who I heard? I heard a POTA operator in the state of Florida. Don't know his frequency. And I decided to try to work him on single sideband with 100 milliwatts. What is 100 milliwatts? Yeah, boy, did you grow up playing with walkie-talkies like I did? Oh man, me and my friends and I, we used to love playing walkie-talkie, hide and seek or whatever. You know what I mean? Playing Army Man, walkie-talkie, Army Man. And damn, man, a pair of dirt cheap Radio Shack or Monkey Wards. Monkey? Have you ever heard of Montgomery Wards called Monkey Wards? Is that because they sold monkeys? They actually did. I used to go look at them growing up in Flint. But I digress. Pair of those dirt cheap ass Radio Shack walkie talkies. Now they output about what, 250 milliwatts? Quarter of a watt? They output 2.5 times what I was on 10-meter single sideband phone. And my man, the POTA op in Florida, I'd like to tell you we worked each other, but we didn't. He was only about an S7 in my receiver. Yeah, about an S7. But he heard the November 8. I tried and tried, and I was in the noise. He got the November 8 with 100 milliwatts PEP. How many volts did I apply to my antenna? Let's take a look and see. Hang on. Okay, we take a look at my N8NK RF Tools spreadsheet. Hang on, I pause you. And I was wrong. It's in my N8NK units spreadsheet. So let's scroll down. How many volts did I apply to my antenna? Well, RMS, let's input 0.1 watts. Resistance, 50 ohm antenna. Voltage, right here, 2.23 volts. 2.23 volts RMS I applied to my antenna. What's the peak-to-peak voltage? Let's take a look. 0.1 watts, 50 ohms. 6.3 volts peak to peak. That's unreal, man. 2.2 volts RMS. I applied to my Michigan cacti out there. You can't see it. This sucks. Great shot, Blozo. 2.2 volts on my antenna. That's a grin. I gotta order the new resistors for the input to these two resistor networks. And then I'll package them. I'll package them in a case with that relay. And both attenuators like so. That's how it'll be connected. And because of the low impedances involved, you can get away with using, believe it or not, one miniature micro switch to select between the two attenuators. No problem, because it's such a low impedance. In a switch like that, contacts in close proximity to each other do not leak any signal between them. They do not share any signal because of the low impedances. I hope you're well. Hope you give QRP a try. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Hey, Scott, you want to go edit this movie for the fellas? Say thanks for stopping by, fellas. Say come back soon. Say I love you. See you guys.